Hello, my name is Brittany Habib. I am the co-founder of Girl Powered, and I just want to talk a little bit about what Girl Powered is. We are a gymnastics focused program, and we also have cultural dance. I was once upon a time a Canadian national gymnast. I traveled internationally to 9 different countries. I'm in a feature film, and it was very uncomfortable being the only young black girl on the Canadian national gymnastics team. So I needed to create a beautiful safe space for young black girls to love themselves. We are the only black gymnastics program in all of Canada, not just Toronto, not just Ontario, in all of Canada. So that's why this is so important for our beautiful girls to be in a space where there are mentors, coaches, elders, community members that all look like them. We are setting a trend for our future because they're our next generation.
Hi, my name is Jillian Grayson, also known as Miss Jillian, and I am the assistant program coordinator for Girl Powered. And what I do is I basically am an assistant coach, and I help to train the girls and help with their confidence and their energies, and just overall help them to develop into the best versions of them that they can possibly be.
Hi, my name is Faith, and I started here as a participant of Girl Powered, and then I moved on to a youth mentor, and now, amazingly, I am an instructor here. I teach dance classes, I teach the history of the dance form I'm teaching, and I have a great time.
Hi, my name is Genevieve.
Hi, my name is Pauline.
So I wrote a little poem about Girl Powered and what it means to me. And I just need to give a disclaimer before I do so. I've mentioned this many times. To me, Girl Power represents a small community and a small village of young girls that we are putting love and effort into so that they can flourish into the best possible them that they can be, so that they can go out to the world and share their journey and their energies with everybody that comes across their path. This is a poem, and it's called Wheat. So, a community, a small village, a field, where farmers water every grain as she sprouts, showing her how to bask in the glow of the sun and soak in all its rays as it browns her grains, embracing the rain and all the storms in its glory, pulling the weeds from this foreign land that tries to stunt them from flourishing, at times painful for both, but needed in order to grow into her full potential. Swaying proudly in the wind that holds the energies of all those before them. When the time comes, sharing the grains with the world to share its benefits and nutrients.
How does Girl Powered make you feel?
Girl Powered makes me feel very proud because growing up, we never had programs like this, and I just feel very happy and very proud that I am able to be a part of this program and help the girls to learn about not only their culture, but life skills such as healthy eating habits, how to take up space, how to express themselves and voice themselves, because we do live in a world that constantly tries to drown out young black girls' voices.
Girl Powered makes me feel really happy. It makes me feel like I'm doing what I set out to do. It makes me feel like I am making a tangible difference in other people's lives, and that's all I aspire to do.
Girl Powered makes me feel good because I'm not the only girl who looks like me at Girl Powered.
Girl Powered makes me feel happy because at every single session, I can accomplish one of my goals.
It makes me feel shining like the moon.
What does that feel like, shining like the moon?
Because the moon is a white, so it like shines through the sky.
What does Girl Powered mean to you?
For me, Girl Powered overall just means a small village and a small community, and it's just a place where our young girls that have black and brown skin are able to develop and grow and learn from not just coaches but community members who look like them and are able to take in the cultural knowledge and just give it to them in a way that helps with their overall development.
Girl Powered means so much to me, especially who I am as a person. I'm someone, I think I would say I'm very self-confident, self-assured. And that came from being entrenched in my community. That came from, my education and seeing myself represented in my teachers, in my dance teachers, in my gymnastics teachers. And so now GP is a way for me to give that to other young black girls, because having that foundation set me up so well for life, And so I want to give that back to them.
Girl power means a space with a bunch of black girls and who are doing gymnastics and dance.
Girl power means a space where there are girls with curly hair and brown skin, just like me. It means nature flowing like the wind.
Oh, and what does that feel like, nature flowing like the wind?
Like, for example, your hair is flowing through, like, your head.
What do you love about Girl Powered?
What I love about Girl Powered is, like I said, the girls, they have coaches and community members who look like them, and we're able to build a curriculum where they are able to train in gymnastics and learn gymnastics from people who look like them, but also we incorporate that cultural aspect and we take into account the things that are rooted within young black girls' bodies that other gymnastics and other gymnastics programs do not take into account. We do a lot of meditation, mindfulness, a lot of mindful breathing, and taking into account how the importance of breathing and how to breathe specifically. So the importance of ensuring that you take your deep breaths in through your nose and expand your belly and out through your mouth, and how to go about doing that.
I think what I love the most about Girl Powered is that the girls are allowed to be in tune with their emotions. So often in a traditional setting, it's like you come into the studio, you leave all that at the door. In Girl Powered, we start off, tell me something great about your week. How do you feel in a color? Things like that. Girl Powered allows the girls to journal, and it goes beyond, okay, come in class and stretch. It's stretch, let's work on something, let's talk about nutrition, let's talk about the history of it. So it really is a all-encompassing education experience, and that's what I love about it.
I love Girl Powered because sometimes when I make a mistake, all my teammates help me out and help me understand the skill, or if I need help, why I need help.
I love that they are people just like me. Sometimes they have wavy hair, curly hair. They have different shade of brown skin. I like that there are people that look like me.
Why is a space like Girl Powered important?
Girl Power is literally the only gymnastics program for young black girls in the whole of Canada that also takes into account cultural aspects. So it's important for girls to have that representation of people that look like them, and also spaces where they get to interact with girls that look like them. A lot of the girls that have joined our programs have expressed that they aren't always around young black girls. They come from different schools or different programs where there are girls that do not look like them. So it's important to have that space where the girls can interact with each other, share experiences, share cultural aspects, and just connect with one another and become a little village.
It's important because there's so much power in seeing yourself represented around you. There's a power that majority of people in the arts in Canada who are not black get. When they go to their gymnastics class, when they go to their studio, they get to see themselves in their teachers, they get to see themselves in the dance forms they learn, and so they enter the world like really confident and they know themselves just because they see themselves represented. That's a huge chunk of it. And for lots and lots of black girls, that's not our experience. We don't get to see ourselves represented in our teachers, represented in the dance forms we go. And so that's what Girl Power does. It allows them to see themselves in their form, and then it gives them this like amazing confidence.
A space like Girl Powered is important because there's not many spaces like Girl Powered, and it's good to be in a space like Girl Powered with a bunch of girls who look like me.
A space like Girl Powered is important because there are not lots of studios or gymnastics clubs that have girls like us, and I'm really grateful that there is a club like Girl Power, because Girl Power is filled with brown skins, and when you don't have a space like Girl Power, you're like shy.
Okay. You feel a little bit shy when you're in a space where there's not a lot of girls that look like you?
Yes.
Do you know why?
Because you feel like nice when there's people that understand you and stuff.
There's a light in the darkness, though the night is black as my skin. There's a light burning bright, showing me the way, but I know where I've been. There's a cry in the distance. It's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's up ahead. Yeah, 'cause I know where I've been.
I chose to that dance, to that song for a very specific reason, because that song in its context is talking about progress and moving forward, specifically with the Black struggle, but also acknowledging where you've been. So knowing that I can move forward because I know my ancestors have done X, Y, Z and have done so much to lay the foundation. And I just felt like it really made me think of Girl Powered. It's like what we're trying to do here is move forward, because where we've been is a lack of Black representation in sports and young Black women feeling uncomfortable in their bodies in sports or in the arts because they're in predominantly white spaces, they're not seeing themselves reflected, or because they're learning Eurocentric dance forms that aren't necessarily the best for the way we are shaped. So at Girl Power, we're doing the opposite of that. We learn Afrocentric dance forms. We learn how to love our bodies and treat and take care of our bodies. And we see ourselves represented in everything, everywhere that we do at Girl Powered. So that's why I chose that song. And the movement, a lot of it was how I felt, was like me responding to the music and making use of my musicality, because I feel like that's a very Afrocentric idea of like connecting with the music. And then the other movements were like, I'm reaching for something, I'm searching for something that's up here, a light, a point in time when all across the board in gymnastics, in dance, young Black girls can feel safe. And so that's what that dance means.
Miori, any kind of
gonna talk about the dance I just did. So how I created the dance was by following the beat and using some movements from my past dances, and that's how I created the dance.
And that dance is a representation of girl powered. So how does that make you feel when you're doing that dance?
It makes me feel like the sun shining bright in the sky. It means being confident and doing my skills and dancing.
And you have on such a beautiful outfit right now. It's just gorgeous. Can you talk a little bit about what you're wearing and the colors?
So this pink is for girl powered. Also is the black, and this is an accessory my mom got when she was little. This is a lapa.
Okay, and what's this on your head?
This is a head wrap.
Oh, it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Ok.
Savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode, savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode de chez nous?
Savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode, savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode de chez nous?
Allez, puissant, spontané, tu bouges comme Cesare, bouger sans arrêt, même si t'es dans une petite allée.
Utilise ton corps pour parler, et bouge comme Cesare, et bouger sans arrêt, et bouge comme Cesare. Allez, bougez tous comme Cesare, bougez sans arrêt, bougez tous comme Cesare, bougez sans arrêt, sans arrêt, bougez tous comme Cesare.
Savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode, savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode de chez nous?
Savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode, savez-vous bouger le cou à la mode de chez nous?
T'es mort si tu fais juste un faux pas. Je veux les insulter mais faut pas. Le meilleur d'entre eux soudain flot pas. Oui, la musique c'est pas la vie d'Aloca. Passe, on va t'apprendre à l'occasion. Si tu veux rentrer, dis mon blast. Elle me veut car elle veut finir bourgeoise. Bravo la miche, oui elle a du courage. Qu'est-ce qu'on ne ferait pas pour mailler? J'ai du mal à payer tout le loyer. Faire comme les chefs d'état soudoyés, ou venir frapper fort comme Ali Boumaillé. Cesare en équipe dans l'allée. Sois prudent, préviens tous tes alliés. Mon cœur a raison, y'a que des fous alliés, mais je me battrai jusqu'au bout avant mes adieux.
Hi, my name is Geneviève, and the dance made me happy and excited.
That dance is supposed to be a representation of girl powered. So how did that dance make you feel like girl powered?
It represents all the energy in girl powered. The energy in girl powered is lots of good, positive energy, and the song was perfect.
Ay, 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 ay. Festival Dominic. Ano danse, ano suke. Cuie. Les autant qu'on Dominic, yo kete we tell my show. Les autant qu'on Dominic, nous kay faire de siro. Dominic ni bon musique, fan qui do et tell my belle. Là on vini à Dominic, nous kay faire monter en ciel. Martinique, elles sont là, nous kay danser Australia. Guadeloupe, elles sont pas ouais. Vini pour nous sauter. Saint-Lucie, elles sont là, nous kay rouler comme ça. Dominique, elles sont pas ouais. À nous crier. À nous aller, festival, oh c'est côté nous. Musique là, il do. À nous aller, festival, célébrer côté nous. La vie a il do. Make una como la Dominica, una come celebrate Dominica, una come make we live Dominica.
The dance made me feel nice and connected to Girl Powered when I was doing it, because when I was making the dance, I was always thinking about Girl Powered.
And what kind of feelings were you feeling when you were
I
doing
was
the dance?
feeling happy that I accomplished and made the dance, and it made me feel happy and great.
And when you're in girl powered classes, do you feel those same feelings?
Yes, I feel them all the time when I'm at Girl Powered.
And why? Do you know what makes those feelings come to life?
I think it's just the energy at Girl Powered makes me feel good all the time. And even sometimes when I'm down, I still feel happy about Girl Powered.
So I do this painting because I feel like it really represents how I feel about Girl Powered and what Girl Powered is doing with its mission. The background is like a sunset, and I put that there because I just sat for a little bit and I was like, okay, how do I feel with what I'm doing with Girl Powered? It makes me feel good. It makes me think of like a bright future. And that translated into these colors, this like yellow, the oranges, the red. I see a new beginning, and like a bright future. And then of course I drew a black woman with an afro, because I think as much as an afro is just a really cute hairstyle, it is such a powerful statement because it is our natural hair, and in its natural state so often people hate it. And for me that encompasses everything that Girl Power is in this like outline of a black woman with her afro. It's like everywhere else you go, people might hate it. They might hate that you're a young black woman who like knows herself and is self-confident and can do tricks and can do kicks, and you are like really good. And at Girl Powered, like that's what we're building.
So I did this painting because it shows two girls that do gymnastics, and if you see well, there's the blue that makes the winter and the red for the summer. And if you turn it around, you can see that's still beautiful. And I put the red because we can do gymnastics on the summer, and on the summer we do outdoor gymnastics, and in the winter we do in the studio.
And I noticed you have beautiful shades of brown. What made you decide to do that?
I decided that because in Girl Power there are lots of girls and there's lots of different shades of brown skin. That's why I chose to have different skin colors in my painting.
And are you in the painting? And if so, which one are you?
I am in the painting, and I am the girl that is in my split.
Beautiful. Do you think that's something that you can do?
Yes, if I do practice, one day I could be doing it.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Thank you. That is a beautiful painting.
This painting represents Girl Powered because this is a gorilla and it's strong. So for Girl Powered, you have to build up strength, and then behind it is fire because you need like effort and strength.
Very good. And what does the blue and the green represent, sweetheart?
So this is nature, and these are some flowers I put, and this is the sky.
So hi, this is my painting that I painted. So the first one over here represents effort. So she has effort while she's jumping, and this one over here means that she is confident when she's doing her presentation. And this one, she's trusting herself to do a flip, and this one is strength. So she's holding herself up on the beam in a handstand.
And how does that represent Girl Powered?
These are all the skills that we do at Girl Powered, and this is how all of the skills make me feel when I'm doing Girl Powered. So I made the beads, and when I was making them, I thought about myself and Girl Powered, and when I was doing them, I thought about their brown skin and how their hair would be and how they would look like, and about Girl Power.
Started and founded in 2015, 7 years in, is growing stronger every year. My babies are growing to young girls and young adults, and that's just really exciting and beautiful to see. So make sure you follow us, like, follow, share all of our posts, G Powered and Brittany Habib.